Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play series in Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile. We are playing the Rhovanorim as part of the Lucatia dynasty. Last episode we returned some of Rohan to the rightful king of Rohan. Unfortunately I couldn't do any more than this. I have managed to preserve some of the nobility of Rohan in these duchies here and in a couple of counties. We also forcibly vassalized the Logatha vault. There are some shenanigans going on here that we need to address, um, which is why we're fabricating here. I'm gonna return those lands to this dynasty because they're the ones who should be holding them. And we sent our character to a feast, and Aragorn called us in to a war to destroy Mordor. We may be able to succeed, especially if I actually join this war. Uh, I am currently stuck at the feast, so I'm gonna wait for the feast to finish and return home. We'll take that and return home and then raise the army and join Aragorn. Hopefully it's not too late. She could become my friend. Sure. This is gonna significantly boost our health for 5 years, which means we're definitely gonna live for at least 5 more years. It counts towards the lifespan. He did not mock me, he actually gave the speech in my honor, which is nice. Come on, dude. Do we have a... we do not. And I cannot appoint one. Meanwhile, Aragorn is fighting. Fighting? What is fighting? Aragorn is fighting. We're gonna patronize the. We're gonna patronize the saint. The cultural acceptance is actually quite high. We're just gonna run away. We have the territory we need to proclaim the High Kingdom of Rhovanion, but I don't want to do it with this character because he's actually quite old, and we'd be missing out on a lot of renown if I do that. You know what? I'm not gonna throw money at that, so we're just gonna hurry on. Come on, dude. Hurry up home. We need to raise our armies. There we go. So, let's call the banners. I wanted to wait for him so that we can use him as a general because he has the necessary supplies for a long campaign. Where are Mordor's troops? Not here. Oh, there they are. Are we talking about you? We are. Do you want to be honest while being an assassin? That's fine, but we'll change it to diplomacy. So we will fight apparently. Surprise, you're losing. Whoa, that's a big army. And there we go. Hold on. This one? So I think we're gonna destroy Mordor this episode. I don't see how this would fail. You want to give me another ancient plaque? That's fine. We're gonna destroy this one. Uh, did I set my... I have. Okay. Yeah, we'll siege that. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Run, run, run. You do not want to fight that alone. Come on with the reinforcements. Durin learned our language, which is nice. So we now beat this. Let's intercept that. We'll siege Mount Doom. And I suppose we'll siege Barad-dûr. I do like this fog effect as you... Do we not have a physician? Not really. Let's go with her. And she can be set to improve her skills. You're old, so we're not gonna choose you. Old enough is good, and you are poor, so we're gonna unselect all of these. I can invite you to court though, and we can demand conversion. And maybe we can marry you into our own dynasty. To a skin changer, preferably. Yeah, we could marry you into several, actually. We do have some geniuses skin changers that we need to marry off to other people. I'm gonna have to take a look at that, but for now, she can marry this guy here. Her children would be of my house, which is what we want. Are you seriously gonna leave me alone there? We have a stewardship perk. Let's go for war profiteer, because we are at war. I think I underestimated how long this guy is gonna live. Can you not abandon me in Barad-dûr like an idiot? We have dangerous factions. Oh, okay. Are you gonna fight alone like an idiot? Yep, that's exactly what you're gonna do. Yes, we want this couple to happen because she's quick and robust and he's hale and intelligent, so their kids should mirror that. I can't believe you were this idiotic. Well, I can't believe it actually. And he's gonna come straight for me now, I imagine. Yeah, we need to get out of here. Go. I don't even care. Get going. We're gonna go recover some of our numbers. We're being raided by him. Okay, whatever. I should have stuck with Aragorn's troops, but I didn't because I thought he was gonna be smart enough to keep his troops nearby. You want to be trusting. Content would probably be better so you don't get killed. Trusting is a lot worse on the intrigue than that. Can you not recover more troops? Let's raise our holy order. How many supplies do you have? Not many. And we can pick up a legacy. We're gonna go for fewer complications during pregnancy because we had mothers that died. Also, we're gonna get better education traits, which is actually quite valuable. Come on, dude. Are we set to... We are. There we go. I think we've recovered sufficiently. Let's siege this place. Let's siege this place. You want to arrange marriage between the Bjornings and this. I'm not sure I do, actually. I don't want that, so let's arrange a marriage between her and someone else. Right. I'm gonna pause a bit because I have some marriages to arrange. I'll be right back. And there we are, I've arranged a couple. See what happens when we fight together, rather than you separately like an idiot. There you go, much better, isn't it? Good, that's been taken over. Let's see if we can take out the rest of them. So the Black Gate is about to fall. If we manage to beat Mordor, then we'll have one of the biggest threats on our border removed. And we'll be left with the Golden Realm of Medlo-Chicane, which we'll be able to handle on our own anyway. That's nice. This is one of our elvish neighbors. No. Who is this anyway? Things can stay the way they are. And on that note, can you pay me for that little favor? Yes, yes you can. Can you finish sieging this so we can join the idiotic band, which is about to get wiped out? I can't believe they're doing this again. God's sake, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're still winning this. Good. We're running out of supplies though. Can we join you in this war? No. Are you involved in this? No. Okay. So we cannot join in that war. Um, we do need to recover. What is the supply situation here? 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Let's split this army up a bit. Oh boy. Are you gonna fight stupidly again? Oh, he took him prisoner. That's a lot of money right there. We have a problem. Combine, please. You should have recovered some. You shouldn't have the numbers to resist us. You don't. We still have a couple of castles here to siege. Another perk. Let's go for... It doesn't really matter which one. We don't have any dread, do we? Ah, we do. I just missed on some money there. I wish I could identify who your lover is so that we can stop this, because it needs to be stopped, but we can't. What did I want to do? I can't remember. Maybe this? Yes. Age. You'll do. You are slowly losing your troops to attrition. And we need to join this fight, because you're gonna lose. Surprise! You want to be my ally? Nope. So we saved your skin. Let's delete this army. That's happening here. Good. Let's siege this real quick. No, just Oran Kadar, please. We could try to take this vassal now. So let's remove your vassal here. You will accept, and we will return this vassal to her. Before we do that, you're fine. So, Grand Vassal, it is your de jure land. And who holds this? Who's your vassal? Who's your liege? You are. I'm confused. Ah, he holds two lands, so he holds this one and that one. Okay, so let's remove this vassal. Don't worry, I'll give him back, just not all of him. Okay, and you, we will revoke your territory. We're losing stuff as we do this. You are tribals, and I don't like that you're tribals, but there's not a lot I can do. Well, I'm just gonna give you the title, that's fine. You can hold a lot more than that. So there you go, your duchy is complete. Well, it's not complete because you're still missing the part from Dale. So we're gonna have to go to war with Dale at some point. Education is at an end. Let's educate someone else. She's too old. In you come. Great. You've just split me apart. We're gonna go around. Fight, 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 fight. Fight faster. That's not what I wanted to see. You two can get married, that's fine. What do you want? You want to marry him. That's fine. Come on, get out of there. Don't allow them to catch you. And we'll see where they're heading now. Are you gonna chase me? We're at 50%, but we're steadily losing, I think. Paterna. You want to be zealous. Brave would be better, so be brave. We won this. We're almost out of supplies though. Let's get in here. Well, actually, let's get in here. We're gonna break the army apart. We're not gonna break the army apart because he's coming. Let's fight him. Fight faster. Yeah, sure. I am gonna lose troops if I don't regenerate supply. Come on, we'll march as one. This entire episode is probably gonna be the fight against Mordor or something. Let's quickly siege this so we have where to regenerate. You can handle 4,900, okay. And you can stay put. Come on, guys. You need to regrow your supplies, please. I don't think we have the numbers for this. I think this is gonna go white piece. Let's help with that siege. Now you want to siege Barad-dûr. What a joke. Let's help here. Let's help in Barad-dûr. If we manage to siege Barad-dûr, that would be massive. I think I'm gonna take another look at who can be married off and who can't. We have quite a bit of money now. We can't really increase this. We can increase the horse archers. But I don't think the horse archers is what's making the difference here. So I'm gonna pause a bit just to see if I can arrange more marriages. Give me just a moment. So I've arranged a few more marriages here. Let's continue. You want to give me this guy, who is kind of solid. We'll accept and we'll demand conversion. I found this beauty here, and one of the marriages I've arranged. Let's see if I can stumble onto her again. I cannot. One of the marriages I've arranged is actually part of the dynasty, not that one. Where are you? Really? It's part of the dynasty Morkad. It's her. She is a skin changer with all attributes, which is amazing to see. She is actually my great-granddaughter, so we've managed to spread skin changer to the Morkad dynasty, and I know I've seen some from Dale as well. We've managed to spread it around quite a bit, which is good. And I'm marrying her into his because she's pretty and quick in hell, and he's robust and quick. So the strength and the intelligence should grow, and the pretty may fall off completely, or they may be calmly. So we'll get some good combinations there. We also have this champ right here who's intelligent and beautiful, and we'll need to find someone to marry him off to, but for now he can stay as he is. We have education at an end. Let's... Really, you're already a leper. Oh dear. Let's make you a witch, at least. Can you siege this faster? We almost got Barad-dûr, and that would be massive to take, because that's the capital, and it's extremely difficult to siege. Ah, good cup of tea right there. Come on, just a bit more, and we can then take out the rest of his army. You can do it. Impatient is better than arbitrary. I must be strong. We did it. We took the capital. Now we need to regen. We need to regen so badly. Please don't abandon me here. That would be stupid. You're gonna abandon me here, aren't you? They're gonna come for me, you idiot. God, I hate the AI sometimes. Right, we actually have quite a bit of funds, and I think it's high time we improve some things, like, say, the castles. So we're gonna work on those. You should build walls. Um, you should probably also build walls. But we're gonna improve the castle instead, because these are expensive structures, and we have the money. And later on we may not have the money, so let's improve them while we still can. So castle, 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 fortification. So there goes most of my money. Can you guys regen some troops, please? Because we've lost quite a few. And then start making your way south, because we do not want to be caught alone. We might as well congregate there and siege that stuff. Fearful troops it is, because we actually have, look at that beautiful income. And we have by the sword, which means we can now declare war, holy wars on kingdom level, which means we'll be able to attack him for Usrievar, basically. Are you evil? You are not evil. So we'll be able to attack him for Usrievar and then push down south into Khand. And I think we will in this place in this playthrough, because the traditional enemy of the Rhovanorim are the Easterlings, and they all come from Khand and Usrievar. So we're gonna tear them apart for historical payback. Can you not fight that alone, please? Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. You absolute idiot. Idiot! Hurry, 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 hurry. We need to get into that battle. Ah, you were winning anyway. Okay. We need to siege. We need to siege fast. Yeah. You want to arrange a marriage between... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right. We can, actually. She's already pregnant, though. Sure, dude. Have at it. Ooh. I know exactly what to do with one like her. We need someone who's a skin changer and a genius, and I know I've seen some. There's one. You're how old? 5. And you're 9. So off with the 9 you go, I think. And hopefully their children are gonna be robust and intelligent. Yeah, just is fine. Can we... You're marching south, that's fine. Has this been captured? No. Where's my army? Ah. Siege that, because he's gonna be an idiot. The return of Angmar. The return of Angmar means he established this kingdom. I mean, they're actually quite close to Aragon's capital, which is a bit sketchy, to say the least. And I married you off to someone else. Well, she was pregnant when you caught her, dude. Like, what the hell? Can we pay the ransom? It would be 100 gold. We'll pay the ransom. I don't want you to kill her. Is this a castle? It is. Siege it. Don't even think of abandoning it. You better win that fight. You're the one who started it. Good. We're just gonna siege some more. Ooh. Do we have a pretty or a genius? We do not. We have a genius, but she's a bit older than you. So let's have a look at this genius. We can marry off to someone else. Really? We cannot. Oh yeah, I have grandsons in the Logathavult kingdom as well. So, you know, our family is spreading around, and I'm happy about that because they're spreading the skin changer thing, which is a very good buff. My counselor just passed away. Uh, yeah, no, because you're my lore master. Okay, we can use him, I suppose. Come on, dude, we're so close in beating Mordor. So close. We're out of supplies. His army shouldn't be strong enough to resist though, so we can maybe replenish supplies. We should be able to. We need to, because our army is in big problems. So you're gonna head there. You're gonna head there. You're gonna head there, I think it was. You're gonna stay in place. Let's see if I sent them in the right place. No, I did not. My game is laggy a little bit. You're gonna stay there. Replenish. We need to replenish. And we won. Feel free to pause that and read if you want to. So there we go. That's Mordor gone. That is a massive victory because that means we can take on Medloshukane without the support of Mordor. That is insanely good. Um, we will hold the ground right, I think. We'll extort subjects for sure. We'll skin change. I'm still not worthy of my ancestors. Oh dear. Okay. Um, that's kind of real in real life as well. We'll hold the ground right. They even live by my mercy alone. That's nice. So Aragorn is about to get even stronger. Because he's gonna get the buff for the return of the Dunedain. I'm pretty sure. No, you're not getting that? Is it the territories that get it? I'm confused how that one works. And I can't remember it from my Aragorn Let's Play. I know you get a buff if you beat Mordor. Uh, we could attack him now. And I think we should, simply because we're still allied with with Aragorn, and we can call Aragorn into this fight. And then he'll be weak enough for us to take him on our own. Our keep just got built, and that means we can now build the High Hall of Alkisberg, which would give us access to the Royal Guard of Rhovanion, and stationed cavalry is gonna do a lot more damage, and knights as well. So this is non-negotiable to build. Ooh, look at that. Can we find one with intelligent and hail? Game? We can. So that is a perfect combination. So already we're starting to combine these traits. They are somewhat related, which is not ideal, but sure, we'll experiment with herbs. And I think it's time. So, we're gonna declare a holy war for the Athra of Usrievar. We're gonna call in Aragorn. We can repair this. Fertility has its uses. We're gonna call our ally. We're gonna raise our troops. And we're gonna start sieging. And we should have enough family members to give this to our dynasty. They do have allies, but that's okay, because so do we. Let me check how we're doing for time though. We still have some. Start sieging there, please. We wouldn't have been able to do as good as we've done if we wouldn't have inherited the army from our vassal, because we don't have access to trebuchets yet. And the rest of the troops certainly helped. Oh, here comes their military. Let's pull back a bit. I don't want to get caught in surprise battles that I don't know the outcome of. Let's siege here instead. It should fall rather quickly. Is that all the troops you have in the region? This will go poorly for you if that's the case. I'll let Aragorn handle that, that's fine. Here come the rest of the keeps, I think. Okay, can we not find you a spouse? I don't think it's worth it anyway, because they're gonna keep on cheating. This is the problem with a YouTube Let's Play. I don't spend as much time in handling the dynasty part of the game. So things happen when I'm not paying attention to the dynasty. Because I don't want to keep pausing the recording every time I want to marry someone off. You can go... You can't go anywhere actually, because we need to siege this. Let's get this, that's fine. So we're about to take Usriavar as well, and that's gonna be a mess to solve because we're gonna have to give it to people. And I'm gonna give it to my dynasty members. I'm not gonna give it to local uh, EGOTH or whatever they are here. Because they're Asdriag, because they have ruling caste and by the sword, and if we look at the EGOTH, they practice eunuchs. These are actually not that bad, but they are they're actually not that bad. Yeah, we could keep them, but I want the duchies to go into my dynasty basically for increased renown because they will be doing even if I don't pay attention to it, they will be doing horse racing every now and again. It doesn't matter what we pick with you, really. Sure, have a joy in life. Play around with food. So there we go. That's the victory. And we can disband our military now. We got a bunch of artifacts. What did we get? You can be dismantled. You can be dismantled. And you could be dismantled. So let's proceed to do that. Starting with you. And continuing, can we get rid of all these messages, please? Thank you. So, renowned stag hide, wild bear hides, and the rest of them we'll keep. And we have something in the throne room? We do. You are martial and sinful, more sinful than the devil. You can keep your martial stuff. I don't want a poet, thank you very much. So now we have this mess to address. We'll train for a tournament. And you can imagine I'm not going to do that on camera because this is going to take some figuring out. But essentially, we still need to take this from Medloshukane. And we still need to take, I'm pretty sure that's the entirety of the Upper Khand region. It is. So we still need to take the Upper Khand region. He has no opponents really in the south. These are all just broken up Varyags, which I knew they would break up. They were previously into the Dune Sea, but I knew they would break up. They always do. Um, so we need to get rid of the darkness here, which is part of his realm actually. This is his kingdom. But we need to take this away from him, and then we need to attack the entire southern area of the Varyags. And I hope that that is gonna give us this achievement. Now I don't know if the achievement works because I've actually destroyed Medloshukane with the Rohirrim before and this did not activate. So we'll see if it activates. If it doesn't, then if the destruction of the realm of Medloshukane through external invasion, so from Rhovanorim to Medloshukane, doesn't work, then the only other way that I can think of to proc that achievement would be to be a Rhovanorim vassal to the Medloshukane and work your way through the system to get elected, because this is an elective uh, title, to get elected to the Golden Realm of Medloshukane, and once you get elected, to just destroy the realm. Like, literally to destroy the title. I can't imagine any other way, but for that you'd have to have other titles as well. So I'm not sure if this will fire. We're not gonna find out in this episode, but we probably will in the next one. if all goes well. Anyway, I need to pause now, and I need to figure out how to solve this mess. Are you still a tributary? You are. Well, you're not gonna be a tributary for much longer, I can tell you that much. Uh, we should have... Yes, we do. So we do have the option to fortify the northern pass, but we don't have the hoardings innovation, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I'm gonna pause now, be right back. Right, so I've managed to give all of these away. They're all part of the Lucretia dynasty minus this one, who is married matrilineally into the Lucretia dynasty. Now, she's had an affair with multiple children out of that affair. However, they do have a true-born son, who is Herculean and a skin changer, so that's going to be fine. Um, I have managed to build hospices in about half of Usrievar, not the other half. I even had to borrow money from, where is it? From the Holy Order, so we owe money to the Holy Order. Um, and I have kept these two, and the reason I've kept these two is because I want this to finish and then throw in a hospice in here. Whereas with this one, I'm gonna drop a dwarf in here so that we can attack and destroy this goblin kingdom and then colonize it with a dwarf from here. And at the same time, I'm gonna take this away from him and I'm gonna give it to an Iron Hill dwarf if I can find one. Now, Aragorn is off fighting a war to protect Norn, which is fine. And Medloshukane is involved in the same war. So Medloshukane is supporting this guy. Aragorn is supporting this guy. Uh, Apparently we have a sword for hire of my dynasty is involved in this, which is fine. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god. Sorry about that. I didn't manage to kill it in time. So what I'm gonna do, because Aragorn is busy, I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that we're still allies, and I'm gonna invade Gorgoroth, because Gorgoroth is full with orcs, and I think it's fair game to take Gorgoroth. Uh, we'll clear out this entire western chain, and then we'll proceed inland. For several reasons. One, it's gonna give us access to more duchies, which we can give out to our own dynasty. And two, uh, it will allow us to gain a power base, which will never hurt. So on that note, we are slightly over domain because of these two. I'm gonna try and find a dwarf here soon, but for now I'm just waiting for this. So I'm just gonna declare war on this one. We're gonna declare a holy war. We're gonna raise the troops. He's still alive, so if need be, we can call Aragorn into our conflicts just so that Aragorn doesn't conquer them himself. But Aragorn is still involved in that war, so I think we have a bit of time. I've arranged some marriages. I've asked for some conversions to happen as well. You shouldn't have the troops to challenge us. You don't. I'm gonna raise the Holy Order anyway, just to drive the point home. And we can call Aragorn in these conflicts just to make sure that he doesn't attack anyone else in here, because we want to block Aragorn in the west. We want to take all of that for ourselves, and we want to clean up in towards the north. And we can still do that while we're allied to Aragorn, but this guy is not going to be living for much longer. There's the tax assessors. So we can replace, say, this, and we can give this away to him. He still has capacity to hold stuff. Some of these people are children. Um, I did what I had to do, basically. This guy in particular, he's Dorwinrim, but he has good stats, and I've arranged a marriage between him and the genius, and hopefully they're gonna have good children together. But effectively, what we want to do is to conquer this as fast as possible so that Aragon can't take it. It will deny him some events, but I don't care. I think we've earned it at this point. We saved Gondor from the shadow. We liberated Rohan. We tore Medloshukane to pieces. That's a good child. Who are you anyway? Oh, you're gonna be yeah. So my heir is having Herculean children and one with quick as well, which is good. Uh, the inheritance should still be fine. It is. We need to check on that on a regular basis because we still haven't resolved our inheritance issue. We're still far away from that. We're currently going through bailiffs. We're gonna grab probably chronicle writing, I'm not sure. Maybe communal government to increase development, because right now they're reaching their penalty of 35, and we can do better than that. The next bit of gold that we get, we have to pay back the Holy Order. So we're gonna be broke for a while. Maybe we can get some money out of these sieges though. My word, Fruela. Fruela wants to keep cynical. He would make one hell of an assassin. Look at that. Intrigue, intrigue, intrigue. But I don't like that he's deceitful and sadistic. We're gonna ruin his education by making him humble. Because I don't want him to have maximum assassination power. And we have a revolt. So, this is gonna be massive. And we're gonna call Aragon into it. And on top of that, we need a medic, because we're losing lifespan because of it. Our son can do that. That's fine. We still need a tutor. I did not realize we need a tutor. It can be him. Teach the children, my dude. And we're gonna have to siege this as fast as we can. Now they're gonna fight some of these, but they won't have the numbers, and these are sieges that happen fast. So I think at this point I'm gonna forget the siege for now, and we're gonna swiftly march in here, so that we don't get our own people killed, because it would be very, very unfortunate if we manage to get our own people killed. We have finished building the Royal Hall of Vidugavia, which means we now have access to recruit the Royal Guard of Rhovanion. We do not have where to recruit the Royal Guard of Rhovanion, and that can wait, because we will gain an extra slot from men-at-arms, we will gain an extra slot from standing armies, and we will get an extra slot from becoming an empire. So that's 3 extra slots in which we'll be able to put in the spearmen, the light cav, and the heavy cav. And on top of that, we will probably have the dynasty perk to give us access to more to the heavy infantry, and we'll probably recruit them as well. Beat them quickly, please. Who are you? You. Congratulations, you're gonna be killed. Just for that. We need to hurry up north. You're gonna be killed. How are we for stress? Not good. North, quickly, before they siege all of this. They still have that army group. My vassal. Who are you fighting? You are part of the same dynasty. This is an internal matter. I don't care. I think we managed to get here just in time. There goes that army. So this is the only one left. That was a massive revolt. How are we for health? Still poorly. Can we teach anyone else? No. No, you must be strong, my dude. Hopefully we can finish all this and fight them, because they have quite a bit of an army. Only Baradur has a bigger army, I think. No, not even Baradur. Come on. Get here faster, please. There's that victory. And we're gonna march in here and fight them. Who's the leader? You're the leader. You're gonna be executed, my dude. There goes that faction. We still have people in prison. I don't think I'm gonna execute all of them. How are you for stress? You can chillax for a bit with the executions. Quickly. Our dynasty banner has increased. So we just beat the hell out of the Black Gate again. And we're gonna siege this as fast as possible and then progress to the rest of them. You can train someone else. She'll do. We could. We definitely could. That is a lot of money. I'll accept that. We do need to pay back the... Why can we not? I am in an army. Well, at this point, I don't necessarily have to be in this army. We can select a sieger. That should make things go easier. We'll repay this so that we're out of our debt. We could have let him die, I suppose, but... We can sell trivial titles, though. Might as well. She reduced her feudal taxes. You know what? That's fine. I don't care. You want me to go to a grand right? No, because we might win this war before then, and we want to declare war yet again. Is that my army sieging? Yes. How are we for time? We're past the hour mark, so I think I'm gonna stop here. You want to give me a courtier? That's fine, whatever. He can be my courtier. I think we're gonna stop here. We're not done with the series. We have defeated the great evil of Mordor, but we're not done with the series at all. We still need to destroy Medlo-Shukain. Ideally, we need to fix Rohan. And actually, we need to take control of the rest of Rhovanion, so that includes Dale and Dorwinion. We're gonna forcibly vassalize both. These we're probably going to take away from him, and we're gonna probably set free and leave them to Lothlorien and Lasgalen to deal with. And we're probably gonna forcibly vassalize the Bardings. Just as a quick show, our current dynasty is at famous level, with the next one being glorious, and the Bardings are not even famous yet. So we have now overtaken the Bardings, uh, who are currently at war with Lothlorien for reclaiming elven homelands. You're gonna lose that, you don't stand a chance. Look at the size of that army. That is insane. This is nuts. Admittedly, some of it is from mercenaries, and I assume some of it is from her allies, meaning Elrond. But even so, these are elves. Their levies are stronger, their warriors have stats that are off the charts. Yeah, good luck. I don't know why they have retinue vanguard. They're worse than anything else the elves can recruit. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the episode here. We'll carry on in the next episode. We want to take the rest of Gorgoroth and proceed to beat the hell out of Medloshukane. So leave a comment, like, subscribe if you're enjoying my content. It would help me immensely to grow my channel. I have actually received my first dislike on this channel. Um, I'm gonna be honest, it hurt a bit that someone actively disliked my video. I am curious as to why, so if you do not like my content, please feel free to give me some constructive criticism. Don't just pour hate though, please. Give me constructive criticism. I am open to that. And on that note, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.